Here's why you feel stuck in life. You wake up every morning and it feels like Groundhog Day. Same problems, same feelings, same patterns no matter what you do, and nothing seems to change. You've tried setting goals, you've tried motivation, and you've tried positive thinking. But here you are stuck in the exact same place that you were 6 months ago or even years ago. And the worst part is you can't seem to figure out why. And I'm about to show you the real reason that you feel stuck, and it's not what you think. Maybe you feel stuck in your career, relationships, or finances, and you can't seem to shake or get past a certain point that keeps repeating itself. For example, you could be attracting the same type of relationship that you once tried to escape. Or you could be looking in your bank account and see the exact same number that you saw months ago. Or you're stuck in the same position at your job when you thought you'd be further ahead by now. And listen, I get it. When you feel stuck, like you're in a rut, if you begin to feel stressed, and all you want to do is just get out of that plateau that you're in so that you can hit the goals that you set for yourself. And you might think that you're lazy or unlucky or the right opportunities haven't come to you yet, but that's not the real reason. The real reason you're stuck is because of what you believe to be true about yourself and life. Your subconscious beliefs have programmed you on how you see life and what you experience. For example, you might have beliefs that limit you, such as, I'm not good enough, people like me don't get rich, this is too hard. All of these beliefs will limit you from getting you to the goals that you set out for. You see, your external reality that you experience is just a reflection of your internal beliefs. So once you start changing these beliefs, your reality will start changing as well. And I know this might sound woo-woo to some of you and somewhat unbelievable, but this can be backed by science as well. You see, we have something called RAS, or reticular activating system. Think of it like a goal mechanism within the deeper part of your brains that sets out to achieve anything that you set. However, a part of the RAS equation is beliefs. If you have a goal and you have beliefs that don't match up to the goal, you have two things that are combating each other. Instead of them both being in alignment and therefore helping you get to your goal, you have beliefs that do not serve you, so they will hold you back. There is no such thing as a neutral belief. There are only ones that help you get to your goals or ones that keep you where you are in life. You see, beliefs shape what you notice, and this is called the confirmation bias. Here's an example. Let's say you're a guy who had a really bad experience on a date with some chick. And because of that one experience, that person developed the beliefs that all girls are bad, no one likes him, he's never gonna find love, and they're all rude. He then goes out within his day-to-day life and will begin to experience a reality where that's true. He will have instances and scenarios where he runs into females and all of those things happen. They're rude, they don't like him, they don't acknowledge him, they don't respect him. And then that reaffirms the belief. This is called the perception projection loop. You have a perception on life, and unknowingly, people don't realize that their mind is connected to what they experience. So whatever you perceive to be true ends up coming back and is projected to you, which then solidifies this belief until it's so strong that it's hard to break. So if beliefs shape what you notice, let's say that we have two people. We'll go person A, who thinks that opportunities in life are endless and abundant. And then you have person B, who thinks that everything is poverty and scarcity and lack, and they can't seem to shake any of it. Person A will experience a reality where opportunities are flooding into his life. He could come up with business contacts just by going to a coffee shop and striking up a conversation with someone, because his energy is coming from a place where he feels like he has endless opportunities and success and optimism in life. Whereas if you take person B, who is operating from scarcity, lack, and poverty, he's going to experience a reality where all of those things become true. He's going to have a lack of opportunities. He's going to have opportunities that fall through, and then he's never going to be able to hit his goals in life. You see, both of these people live in the exact same world. Exact same world. They could have the exact same experiences, but just because of their beliefs, they experience two completely different realities. There are 8 billion people on the planet, and therefore that there are 8 billion different realities, because reality is based on what we believe to be true. And whatever our subconscious mind accepts as true is what we will directly experience. That's why you can have two people with two completely different beliefs that experience two completely different things. And another reason that belief is so important is that it directly influences your action and behaviors. Think about it. If you go to the gym, what is the point of having beliefs that it is hard, that you're never going to get fit, that you're not where you want to be in life? All of those beliefs will just hold you back. You're already going to the gym. You might as well have beliefs that serve you. If you're going, if you have a goal of getting fit or doing whatever you're doing, you might as well have beliefs that serve you. A lot of the time, people try and do something, but they have beliefs that hinder their actions. There's no such thing as a neutral belief. Every belief is limiting in some sense. You just got to set the limit of what you want to achieve. Let's say you have a belief that the gym is too hard. You go to the gym for 2 weeks and then you'll fall off. Why? Because your beliefs don't match the identity of the person that's going to get you to your goals. If you keep telling yourself that it's too hard, it's cold, it's raining outside, I don't want to do this, well, all of those beliefs are actually going against your goal that you have set for yourself. Whereas someone who has set these goals and then they support the goals by having belief of, I love the gym, I enjoy coming to the gym, I enjoy feeling fit and healthy. So you see how different that is from a perception? They're not fighting each other. The beliefs and the identity are together, and that will help you streamline success. Coming back to the scenario of person A and person B, imagine that person A with the optimistic mindset, he believes opportunities are everywhere. He's going to act in accordance with that. He's going to get into rooms, strike up conversations with people, and then get contacts and get opportunities. And that's where his success will come from. Whereas person B is so struck by poverty, scarcity, and lack in his own mind that he doesn't want to take any action. He's actually debilitated to the point where he feels like, what's the point? And that's what a lot of people need to understand, is that if your beliefs don't directly serve the version of you that's going to get you to your goals, they are hindering you. So you might as well set beliefs and reaffirm them to yourself every day that are going to get you to your goals. Otherwise, you might as well not even set out for the goal in the first place. And the last thing about beliefs is that they create self-fulfilling prophecies. I'm sure you know of people who predict things that are going to happen, and then they happen and they'll say, I told you so. And this isn't because they're clairvoyant or they knew what was going on. It's purely because whatever they believe to be true will be directly experienced. And because you experience that to be true, you create a loop where what you believe to be true materializes and therefore solidifies your belief. That's why people who are set in their ways, it's hard to change their beliefs because they've solidified all of their beliefs for so long. They internally believed it to be true, they externally experienced it as true, so then it solidifies their belief so strong that you could argue with them and it could be the most illogical belief on the planet, but because they've experienced it, because they believed it to be true, they're not going to believe you. If you want to change your life, change your beliefs, change your identity. The rest will follow through. Because you need to understand that you will unconsciously sabotage anything that doesn't align with your identity and beliefs. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, well, how do I actually, take control of my beliefs? How do I build beliefs that are going to serve me to get to my goals? And how do I get rid of the bad ones? Well, I'm about to tell you. Now, I have the real source for you. A 4-step process that will help you identify and build beliefs that will help you get to your goals. So listen up. Step 1, identify your limiting beliefs. Look at the areas where you feel stuck in life and ask yourself, what would I have to believe about myself and life for this to be my reality? And you want to write every single one of these down, because the more that you become consciously aware of your beliefs, you can begin to understand which ones are actually serving you and helping you become the person you want to be. Now, another method that can help you with becoming aware and present is meditation. Now, I know this word's been thrown around a lot nowadays, but meditation, you got to think about is stillness and oneness within yourself. You see, I used to see meditation as something that was external, an activity, doing. But the moment I shifted my perspective of it from a doing action to just getting to know myself, everything began to change. I could see the beliefs that I had, whether they were serving me, where they came from. And that's what I want you to do. This isn't a must, but if you find that, you can't really get to the answers, you can't break down the beliefs that are in your life, meditate for a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just see what your brain is actually telling you and go from there. Step 2, question those beliefs. You need to ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is this true, or have you just accepted this over time? Now, if this is a negative or limiting belief, you want to find evidence in your life that contradicts it. Let's say you grew up in a family where money was scarce or poverty was the default setting for life. Chances are you have a negative connotation around money. So what you need to do is look for evidence in your life that contradicts that belief. When have there been times when you have been given money, when you've been paid, whether that be through a job, a side hustle, a business, whatever, because that will contradict that belief and help you write a better one. Example could be getting fit is hard. Maybe you've heard from family, friends, peers, whatever, that going to the gym and getting fit is hard. If you believe that to be true, then you're going to experience a reality where going to the gym is hard, getting results is hard. So you need to find evidence that contradicts that. Maybe you've gone to the gym a couple times and you've just really enjoyed it and you found the sessions were good and they motivated you rather than hindering you. So you might have a completely different perception on that. The main objective of this step is to understand where all of your beliefs have come from, why you've accepted them as true, and whether they're going to support or hinder you towards your goals. Step 3, install new beliefs. You need to now consciously choose beliefs that will support you towards your dream life. The way that you can do this is get the beliefs that you currently have and write the direct opposite of that. If you have beliefs that poverty is the default setting for your life, that money's hard to come by, that fitness is hard, write the direct opposite. And this is important. You need to visually see them because we have thousands and thousands of inputs every single day from social media, conversations, music, TV, whatever. To understand your own thoughts is a different level of awareness that 99% of people never even get to. So if you can visually write your thoughts and beliefs down on a piece of paper, that's gonna help you understand yourself and what's been getting in the way of everything. So what you wanna do is get your beliefs that do not serve you and write the direct opposite. Say that abundance and flow of money is the default setting. If you think going to the gym is hard, tell yourself going to the gym is easy. I love going to the gym. You need to write the direct opposite and look for evidence that supports these beliefs. Because once you have the evidence and the belief, you can start believing it to be true. And this comes back into the perception projection loop. You don't wait for things to change. You think things have already changed and you believe them to have already changed. And then you will experience a reality where that's true, which will then solidify your belief. And before you know it, you have such a strong conviction in this belief and it's helping you get to your goal so easily. And this part is important. You need to act as if the belief is already true. We need to understand that the external reality that we're experiencing is the realm of effect. A lot of people think that we need to hustle and do work here in order to see whatever results we're trying to see. The realm of cause is up here in your mind. When you intentionally program your mind for success, life will catch up. Listen, the moment that you begin to realize that your beliefs have been running your life, everything begins to change. You're not stuck anymore because of circumstances. You're stuck because of what you believe about circumstances. So if you change your beliefs, you change your reality. It's that simple and that powerful. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, and I'll see you in the next one.